Hello, Daddy folks. It is Diecast Buffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR 06 Career Mode. So, we had a decent run at Chicagoland, 6th place. All the Roush drivers in the top 6. We're going to head out to New Hampshire, the site of our first ever NASCAR win, which is the Modified Tour. And we'll see how this shakes out. Gordon's going to win the Cup Series Chicagoland race, so that's pretty cool there. And Truck Series. I tell you, there's been so many different winners in the Truck Series this year. It is really an open season, if you will. And it's going to be a lot of fun. 6 wins this year, guys. 14 top 5s, 18 top 10s. Holy moly. Hey, folks, here we go from New Hampshire. We qualified on the pole, but with Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, and all the other Cup regulars in the field, this is going to be a spicy race to win. It's so cool how in this game you actually have to race harder at the Cup, Busch Series companion events compared to the one-offs like the next race at UPS Speedway, because the field is much stronger. And that's why I think NASCAR 6 is the most complete, fleshed-out NASCAR game in history. You know, Thunder 04, greatest Cup Series career mode ever, right? But in terms of all 4 series and all the little tiny details, NASCAR 06, in my opinion, is the most fleshed out one in history. And it'll never be replicated again. Alright, so we're out front here. We've had a lot of success at these flat, short tracks. You know, IRP, Milwaukee, New Hampshire, Dodge Raceway. That's a flat track as well. So this is right in our wheelhouse, but look at that Clint Bowyer trying to get underneath Matt Kenseth. He's doing so, and he might take the second place spot. Kyle Busch is in second. I mean, Clint Bowyer's actually going for third, not second, but who knows? That 2-car might be able to get a win today. He looks pretty stout. The pit sequence is going to be the determining factor, though. Whoever can get through the pit stops unscathed will. Now, in the truck race here at New Hampshire, usually you'll see a caution or two. For whatever reason, the way the AI run, I think there's some quirkiness in terms of the AIs thinking they're clear or not, and they might make contact, and that leads to debris cautions. You never know. But hey, I'm all for more cautions. To me, those are the type of glitches I want in a game. I want cars to be spinning out and glitching out and causing random yellows during the pit sequence and it being a massive inconvenience. I want that because that's just what stock car racing is, you know? You have the perfect strategy, and then someone blows an engine, and then it's like, well, we're screwed. That's part of racing. Car feels good right now. But again, it's just that pit stop. It is so important. If we have a bad one, we're going to lose time. If a caution comes out, we could be a lap down. I don't know. I forget what track what it was, but Tony Stewart in this playthrough in the Busch Series, I think he gained like 4 or 5 seconds on the pit stop. It was crazy. I know we had a super good one at Richmond. It was like a 14.8 second pit stop. I mean, like Cup Series speed. And we smoked them. And I've seen drivers, the AIs, they'll have like a 2-tire pit stop, but they actually took 4. It's crazy. Carl Edwards slowly creeping out on Kyle Busch here. Perhaps Busch's tires are starting to fade, and maybe Edwards is built for the long run. You know, I could help him out a little bit. I could slow up Kyle on the outside, and I could help Edwards. That right there just did it. Right there, I slowed Kyle up just a little bit. Allowed Carl to get underneath them, and there we go. That's what I want. I want to keep the Roush up front. Now, if Edwards can hold Kyle Busch to the outside, allow Kenseth to get underneath them, we'll be good. Pit stop should be happening any moment now. Whoa! Car just hopped there. Holy cow, I forgot about that. There's like a bump or something on the apron of turn 4. And it literally launches you. Holy cow, that could have been bad. The fact that that wasn't a caution from us hitting other cars and spinning out was pretty much a miracle. We should have some cats pitting here. I think we want to be on the front side of this strategy. I'm so sorry, Kens, if I can't turn off of you. But we need to make sure we have enough fuel. I'm going to go one more lap. I have to. Make sure we have enough gas. We've ran out of fuel here at New Hampshire before. Let's just be safe. We're probably not going to win this race because they're going to gain a lot of time. But You know, as long as we get a good point stay, that's all that matters. So we're going to pit this time, get both of the KHI Old Spice Chevys behind us. It's kind of a tight pit road here, so gotta be careful. Don't want to run over a teammate. Nice, clean entry, no damage repair. I'm going to loosen the car up. We're gonna have to push pretty hard here, and conveniently we get stopped. So that's like 1 second, 2 second extra added to the whole pit stop. So we're probably going to be down like 5 to 6 seconds from the leader. That's if we get an average pit stop. Such a cool looking paint scheme too. Such a cool looking paint scheme. In real life, it's like a silver, you know, like a Sterling Marlin Coors Light silver. Beautiful, beautiful car. It's a shame they never made a quality diecast of it though. Like that was about an average pit stop. The diecast they did make of this car is so ugly, it's embarrassing. Oh, sorry, green car. Like, they made it on the Team Caliber mold, so the car's bulky, right? And it just looks so flat. Like, it doesn't pop. I can't stand the Team Caliber diecast, man. It's a shame, because all the Roush cars from, like, 06 and 07 almost were made from them, it seems. And, if this was made on the Hot Wheels mold from 2005, which was the last year they had the main production, they did make, I think, 1 or 2 from 06. Specifically the Scott Riggs Cars 1 car. But we're 10th place here. 4 seconds out for the leader. But it would have been a much better looking car. Or even if they made it, you know, with Winter Circle Action. Which, obviously, they didn't make the Roush cars because they had a contract with Yates. And Roush had a contract with Hot Wheels, and then they bought out, I think Roush actually bought out Team Caliber, and basically made their own diecast from it, but, whoa, sorry. And the diecast quality from Team Caliber, I gotta be honest with you, it's borderline PTC mold quality, because the molds are so inaccurate, it's embarrassing. Like, the cars are, like, chunky. They don't look aerodynamic. Like, look at the corners of the Ford Taurus. Look how, like, streamlined it is. It looks like a bullet. And then you look at a Team Caliber diecast. They're heavy. They're bulky. Some of the Team Caliber cars from the 2000s don't even have taillight decals. For whatever reason, they don't even have taillight decals, bro. That's how horrible they are. And why I personally do not collect them whatsoever. I don't even care if it was 1 out of 1 prototype exclusive in the world. I still wouldn't collect it because the molds are so janky. We're gonna get around Boyer there. A little bit of contact, but he raced this hard at Chicagoland, so no harm, no foul. Kenseth out front. Kyle Busch close it in, looking to get a Busch win here. Trying to get around Tony Stewart. Looks like the pit stop didn't fare too well for the 33. And Edwards is in third. Whoa, sorry, 33. 2 to go at New Hampshire. Should be another quality point stay here. Hopefully we can get around J.J. Yaley before the end of the show. But Kenseth, he's holding him off pretty well. About a 1.5 car gap, perhaps. Maybe 1 car length. See if he can hold him off for the end of this race. Good thing we pitted a little bit late, though, because we made sure we have enough fuel. Don't want to have an accident like we had at our, what was it, 3rd or 4th career truck race when we ran out of gas. But we're going to get a top 10, finish dead last. Final portion of the race, through 3 and 4. Kyle Busch looking not close enough. Looks like Kenseth's going to be able to hold him off. Edwards will get 3rd. Yaley with 4th, and we'll round it out with a top 5 effort for your points leader. Another great point stay. We'll take it. Pit stop could have been better. You know, I would say we lost about 2 seconds just on the pit stop transition because the cars were coming in and coming out. That slows you up very, very much. So if that didn't happen, perhaps we would have been battling for 2nd at least. And let's look at the race results. Hey, we got some laps led. We didn't get the bonus for it. That's going to go to Matt Kenseth. But, you know, I'd rather Kenseth get it than Edwards because Edwards is 2nd in points. Overall, very, very stout day for the Roush-Keteers. And you can just see how inconsistent some of the previous champions are in this playthrough. I mean, what was Where was Bobby Labonte? I literally just passed him up. There he is, right there. 19th. That's not how you're going to win a championship. And then Shane Emil, the '07 Busch champion in this playthrough, 23rd. No cautions, no Mickey Mouse, nothing. That's just how inconsistent they are, and that's why 10th place is 940 points out entering this race. That just shows you how inconsistent the whole Busch series is, and celebrating with Matt Kenseth in victory lane. The next race, I don't have to worry about the Kyle Busches and Tony Stewarts because it's going to be at UPS Raceway, so that'll be good. Alrighty, folks, so that's it for today's episode. Like I mentioned, we'll be going to UPS, which is going to be a one-off event. There'll be no main guys from the Nextel Cup Series, and then after that, well, Old Spice Speedway, we'll probably see Denny Hamlin racing one of these two events. And then IRP, another one-off event. And then why not? Let's go to Watkins Glen, which is one of the funnest Busch races of the year. So 3 straight races of one-off events. That's going to definitely separate more of the championship contenders. I mean, look at this. 1,000 points from 10th place. Roush has won the Busch championship by a mile. We just don't know the driver for sure. And Greg Biffle, I mean, it's going to be really tough for him to win the Nextel Cup. Or let's see, Kenseth, yeah, he's pretty much locked in. I don't think Waltrip's going to be able to leapfrog him. But Craven looking really good to win the Craftsman title, but I just don't think he's going to be able to dethrone the Hendrick Motorsports Cats in the Nextel Cup Series. So pretty much 17,000 points we need for another prestige upgrade. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to help support the channel, feel free to use that promo code at Circle B Diecast. Next time you want to order some NASCAR diecast, use code DIECASTBuffet. And you could save on shipping for any orders, $30 or more. So feel free to check that out. Oh boy. We'll see you in the next episode of NASCAR 06. God bless. Diecast Buffet, signing off.